What? It says bad gateway. Oh, there it goes.
All right. It says we're now live on YouTube according to Zoom.
Well,
Tuesday night hangouts.
Tuesday night hangout episode 8 is live.
Well, I just looked on your ppgshane.com and it said last Tuesday was episode 8. So this should be episode 9.
Okay. Not a big deal. I can edit that. I think, yes. Edit.
You can edit it right now.
Yes. Oh, and I still got to get rid of that description thing. So this is 9. And
you know, it says your adventure still says adventure.
I know. It's all going away.
Man, you up to 519 subscribers, man. You're doing good.
Dude, wow. I started just getting like 2-3 subscribers a day.
What? Probably because you're doing a podcast.
I have no idea. There's people I never even heard of.
Now you're just famous and stuff.
Oh, stop
I think I almost hit double digits.
What?
I think so.
Well,
I lost a subscriber.
Oh.
Let me go to paramotorcode.com and check it out.
Yeah, right?
Paramotor
How many I got?
14
Jade,
subscribers.
That's funny, Jade. I used to notice that kind of thing too. Oh, I lost one. I must have pissed somebody off. But I quit worrying. They come and go.
Right. Can't make everybody happy.
No. Last time I looked on mine, I had 19,700. Now I have 19,694. So mine goes up and down, horrifically.
But generally it trends up, yours has anyway. I mean,
right.
I think you had less than 10,000 subscribers when I first started your show.
Well, that's because you're on the show. You gave me an extra 10,000 subscribers. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Well, we just had 7 people watching.
Those too.
What's that?
I need to get some of your customers too.
Well, we are revamping ppgzone.com, so everyone will have their own landing page. All of our .coms will have our own landing page, which pretty much means that when you go to like paramotorgirl.com, instead of it forwarding to your YouTube, or PPG Shane, instead of it forwarding to his YouTube, he will actually have a ppgzone.com/PPG Shane page. And that'll have all of his information, all of his different social medias, anything that he wants. So we're working on that right now. Same with yours. Same with all the other .coms that we have. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Brian, we already know who that is. But it still counts. Whether it's good or bad, it still counts. It's all good.
We got a few folks in the chat already. We got Nick, Mark, Craig Couch is here, Will Fly.
Here.
Nice.
Favorite chatter.
Actually, we got 2 Nicks. I'm sorry. We got Nick Pierini, and then we got Nick Griffith.
Nick,
Slow day.
Nick, did you text me? I think Nick texted me, and I think he texted me. Yes, he did text me. I put my phone number out there on the internet, so a lot of people are texting me now. So,
you're so popular.
Oh.
So real quick, while people are coming in, tonight's topic, one of the topics we're going to have is going to be about wing, checking your wing, how often. I went almost 100 hours. I never once looked at my wing outside of just kiting it. And I never noticed anything out of the ordinary. And then one day I started laying my wing out and noticed there were some wear marks in the leading edge on the cells. And come to find out I had 6 of them total that I had to patch.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so it let me see if I can find them real quick. It was a little it caught me off guard, to be honest with you. And I couldn't figure out how I did it. I asked Shannon Michaels, and she told me it was from frontaling on landing or what have you, having the wing fly over and hit. But come to find out, I figured it out. What had happened was I didn't put it in my stuff sack, and I walked it in and out of my camper door several times, and my camper door is not that wide. And right where it was hitting is where the rub marks are. So I'm assuming, my best guess is that's where it came from. Let me see if I can find a picture of it real quick. I can screen share.
That's interesting because you wouldn't think that would happen, but it's definitely plausible.
Correct. Let me see. Could have sworn I sent her. All right, maybe it was.
Now, Shane, do you take off and land many times on asphalt?
No,
Okay.
I hate the asphalt. It scares me. All I can think of is I'm going to fall and just literally just my shin or my knees all the way across that thing. So I try my best not to land or take off.
Have you ever had to land on asphalt or take off?
Yes. I've done it probably a dozen times. I've had more landings than I have takeoffs on asphalt.
I have never done it, man. Wait, I take that back. My very first tow at aviator training, where they towed me up, my landing was a butt landing on the runway because they pulled me too far. So that's my only landing on asphalt.
Yeah, it's I don't like it. I'm trying to find those pictures. Hold on.
Hey, you're talking about wings, and Nick in the chat mentioned something about May Day March is when you check your reserve or buy one. It's good insurance.
Right. Once a year you're supposed to have those inspected once a year.
Yeah, once a year
Yep.
or every 100 hours or 200 hours.
Yeah, I think on a new reserve they told me 2 years before the first inspection.
Oh,
Yeah,
a reserve?
Yeah.
From what I believe, I may be wrong, is every 5 years you need to have it inspected every 2 years, but repacked every 5 or 10. I can't remember. Do you guys know that one?
Yeah, I heard it was 2 in class, but I
To
could
be
wrong.
inspected or repacked?
Well, I think you have to properly inspect it. You have to repack it. I think you have to pull it out and inspect
Well, that
it.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I heard there was a class that you could go to where, you basically sit in a simulator. You're not like falling out of the sky to SIV or anything, but you're just sitting in a simulator on the ground and you get to throw your reserve, or you may actually be on a zip line for a short controlled descent. You get to throw it and you find out if it either works or it didn't. You either live or die, theoretically. And then a professional inspects your reserve and repacks it for you. And I would love to do that.
That sounds like fun, actually. Where is that? Do you know offhand?
No, I'm asking. I heard about it. And Nick in the chat was talking about March or May Day March. So I'm hoping somebody out there knows something about it.
All right, so I think it was in a text message because I don't see in my chats. Apparently, Super Student thinks I should talk when I'm trying. You guys shouldn't help me out and talk while I'm trying to find pictures that I sent or something. I don't know what he's saying.
We got Kent Stamey in the chat now.
Is that
Yeah,
Pink
He's a
Kingdom?
new
No.
pilot, man.
New pilot in the
Congratulations.
house.
That's awesome.
Oh, Nick, I just found it. Nick donated to the show, and it popped up on here saying that Nick donated. So thank you, Nick. I got that. Appreciate you.
Very
Hey,
cool.
let's not forget that Kent Stamey donated his sticker to me. I expect to see it at a Bad Apples.
So what we got going on here, in case you didn't know, is we got a ton of new ClearProp TV stickers. And this is a gift from Jim at carepp.com. You can also find him at careppg.com. So he made a bunch of these, and he sent them to us because he wanted everyone to try them out and see if these are a good quality. So what we're doing is we're going to give these away, of course, on the spinning wheel. But if you just want one, you can go over to ppgzone.com/ClearPropTV, fill out a form, and say that you want a sticker on Shane's show, PPG Shane Show. So if you just go there right now, ppgzone.com/ClearPropTV, fill out the form, say that you want a sticker on PPG Shane Show, we will send you a sticker, a ClearProp TV sticker for free.
Nice. There you go.
But you got to say PPG Shane or ppgshane.com or PPG Shane's show, something like that.
Shane.com.
All right. So I guess I misread what Super Student was saying. He says, what? That isn't at all what was text. What it said was, why is Sean Simon host on your show? Oh, it says host in your corner of your screen or whatever.
That's because I currently have a pro Zoom account, and anybody that wants to use it for a night or something like that, Shane said that he wanted to use it. What I do is we all log in together, and I give hosting permissions to somebody else. That means that they can stream from Zoom to their channel, even if they can't, stream from their channel because of they're new on YouTube. That way, I'm helping them out. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, us small timers that don't have 1,000 subscribers, we have to lean on
we have
people,
to peck and scratch.
People like Sean.
Yeah. And Super Student, I wasn't like trying to call you out or whatever. I just didn't understand. I just read it, and it's not a big deal. Okay, so let's get two things straight here real quick. We got Eric and Jade who are driving, so I don't expect to see any messages in the chat room tonight, because that would mean they're texting and driving.
Exactly.
Bad enough they're watching and driving.
I know, right? I know. You gotta be careful. You guys are
All right.
scaring me.
So first question of the night, with your wings, for all the paramotor pilots out there, how often do you guys inspect your wings, either before flight or after flight, just during the year, outside of once a year, and send it off to have it inspected? I said this earlier. I went almost 100 hours, and I never once looked at my wing other than kiting it and noticing, grass in the cells or what have you. I was laying my wing out and noticed that I had some wear marks. Had to tape them up. Well, not tape them up, but ripstop to cover up a couple holes. They were about an inch in diameter. A couple of them were actually worn through, and I had to tape the outside and the inside of each side of the cell. And it got me wondering. I said, well, how long has this been like this? And I am now, myself personally, if I don't get my wings stuck on something on the ground, land in a tree, what have you, I'm going to go every 10 hours and do a thorough inspection outside of my kiting the wing, checking it for any, holes or noticeable stuff. But I don't know what everybody in the chat, what their game plan is. If it's something different and I like it, then I might go with that idea. But right now, that's what I'm doing. Every 10 hours, I'm going and sitting down and going over inch by inch on my wing just to check it for any kind of wears or holes or rips or what have you. Sean, what do you do for inspection outside of your yearly?
I honestly check it every time I do a pre-flight with my motor. Just because I fly so much, it's not that difficult to open it up, lay it out, and then just run my fingers down each of the lines. It doesn't take but 2-3 minutes, and it saved me because I don't know how I did it. I think it's when I landed out and I got snagged when I did my next pre-flight, and I was running my fingers down the lines. There was a complete rip in one of my lines. The sheathing was ripped into, probably got snagged. So it didn't look like the main Kevlar was bad. So I'm like, well, it's just the sheathing. So let's go out for a flight. When I went for a flight, I noticed that the inside Kevlar went bing, bing, and they're starting to fray when I'm flying. I'm like, well, that'd just be a really interesting big ear, but I'll go ahead and land.
Yeah.
After a couple hours. So my Gin Vantage, it's going to be going for its inspection. I probably got over 100 hours on it anyway, so it probably needs to go in and get checked anyway for porosity and all that stuff. That's why I'm saying I needed a new wing this year. It's 2021.
Well, we have a question from Mr. Craig Taylor from Wicked Wing Logo. If you guys notice my background, that is Craig Taylor's doing right there. That's the inside of on the bottom side of my wing. It's huge. It's about this big, about that big. He wants to know how I fixed the wear marks and the tears in my wing. And what happened was I couldn't find the ripstock that came with my wing. So I asked Craig if he had some. He said yes, sent me a really nice package. Well, day before it got to my house, I happened to run across my ripstock from the factory. So I never opened Craig Taylor's package. I just put it in a paratrailer trailer and said, I'll keep this here in case I need it. Well, when I was at Swanee, I noticed another wear mark in my wing and opened it up, found a goodie in there. I found the buff, the neck gator thing. It's got the Wicked Wing logo on it. And, Craig, by the way, my wife stole that one. She is proudly wearing that and won't give it back to me since OPM I won a Resurgence neck gator on our Paramotor Nation, and she's like, "You don't need that one. I'll take it." So Craig, I lost it already to Cupcake Krista. Eric, you're grounded. Savannah, take the phone from your dad.
He told on himself, didn't he? Have you ever sent your wing off to be inspected, like professionally at Lines in a Day or some of these other places?
Well, when I bought my wing from Four Winds, Shannon told me that there is no need for a new wing unless you've had some kind of damage to it, that there's really no need to send a brand new wing in until 2 years. So then after that, it's every year after that. This is where I will need another wing as a backup, because what happens while the wing's being inspected?
That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. I was supposed to take the Roadster 3 to the SIV class with you, and then had that incident where I burned a big hole in it because of the exhaust. So I had to send that out, and then I bought the Vantage 3 just so I can go to the SIV class with you. So it's always nice to have an extra $4,000 in your bank for emergencies when you're a paramotor pilot. That's why I'm broke now. I bought
Sean, I don't have $400 in my savings account. I think I got $250 in there. Good Lord.
I understand.
Well, here's my. What's that, Brian?
You can go ahead, man. I was just talking about inspecting my wing.
No, go ahead. That's what I want to. I want to ask you next. What do you do for inspections?
I typically don't inspect it unless, other than my risers clipping in and stuff, unless there's an incident. There's been once or twice when I was new. I let the wing come over me. I didn't kill the prop quick enough, kill the engine quick enough, and I heard a tick tick. Check those risers. But the one, after my crash, the hay bale, the wing didn't hit anything. I wasn't worried about the crash, but a bunch of the EMS people, the wing was on the ground. They were all just, walking all over it, the risers and stuff. So I checked it pretty good after that. Wings come down hard on the leading edge a couple times. I've checked the trailing edge out pretty good, but I haven't sent any of my wings off. Both my wings were new when I got them, so they don't have a lot of hours on them.
Yeah, see, that's the same with me. I haven't had any trauma, or like I said, I haven't got it snagged or landed it in a tree or anything. My issue was I brought it without putting it back in the stuff sack. Camper doors are not that wide. And when you are carrying your wing, even though you got it ready to go in a stuff sack, it's still pretty wide. And I never thought about it. I just pushed it through the door and then brought it back out the same way. And that's the only thing after like bringing my wing in, I just happened to go, that kind of rubbed kind of hard. And then I started looking at where the rub marks were, or the wear marks, and then it's perfectly right on the door where it goes through. So I was like, I never would have thought that I was causing any kind of damage to my wing. So dumb on my part. It goes in a stuff sack every time now before it ever goes through any doorway or anything else. My paratrailer has a drop tailgate. The back opens wide open. I still put it every time in a stuff sack through my whole thing in the trailer. Was like, yep, not falling for that again. So, Craig Taylor, if you could drop, oh, you can't. Hold on, let me make you a moderator real quick. Then Craig Taylor can drop his. Oh shoot, what happened there? Add moderator.
I guess I'm along the lines of that. I said I'm kind of like Brian. I look at the risers and stuff unless I have something happen. I went through a kind of a stage of I was replacing lines for a month. Got kind of expensive, so I got a lot of inspections that month. But unless something major happens. But I only have. I'm going to tell you, I only have maybe 50 hours on my wing.
Yeah, but it only takes a couple times running through a doorway apparently to rub your rub your wing.
Yeah, apparently.
So I want to ask the chat. Who else do we got in here? Jade, you inspect it whenever Eric looks at it. Got it. She's got a personal inspector.
You don't know that. She might inspect her wing twice as much as he does.
Yeah.
No, I
Sure.
try when I take mine out of the bag, I try to look it over, as best I can. And each time that I braid my lines most of the time when I pack it up, and I try to look the lines over also that way. And then each of the cells when I'm packing it up and everything. That's what I'm doing right now. Mine's just dirty right now from when I flew in Madison and I made a little video we went back down to see our instructor and it was pretty muddy down there. So that's what I'm looking for is how to clean it.
Right.
Does anybody have white on their wing?
I was actually told to clean your wing, you use water and your hand and just pat the damn thing because anything you put on it deteriorates the wing material. You can't use soaps. You can't use detergents.
Yeah.
So I can't put it in the washing machine anymore? Crap.
Oh, yeah.
I heard kiting it, do some kiting in wet grass. Just get your wing wet and drop it up and down a bunch of wet grass over and over. Kind of helps wash it off. I don't know if it works. I hadn't tried it, man. My wing's white on the whole back half trailing edge. And you know, it's got less than 50 hours on it, you can definitely see some dirt on it.
Yeah, I got dirt on mine. It's flying out of the compounds. Right now, it's beautiful because there's not that many four-wheelers out there tearing up everything. But before, I mean, I laid that thing out in early morning dew over just nothing but dirt and launched, landed. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you can only go so many places to launch from. So it is.
I think dirt is like scars on your body. It's like, you know, it's just a passage of rights. You know, it's like, hey, I got that mud when I was at the compound. I got that mud when I was in Florida. I got that mud on there, you know.
Has anybody been in the water with their wing?
No, not my personal one.
No, not my personal one. You haven't you, Brian?
Yeah. Dude, I had like two flights on that brand new wing before I went in the water with it. But it's just fresh water, man. We dried it out, no big deal, dude. You know, spread it out. I spent about an hour kiting it after that, and it was bone dry when I packed it up.
Right. So in the chat, Craig Taylor, Slow Days. Who we got? Kent just sent his off. Super Student. Will Fly. John Wayne, when do you guys do your inspection? Do you do it before pre-flight? Do you do it every 5 or 6 flights? What do you guys do?
You read Kent's comment, his new comment there?
Yeah, I saw that. He did the mud butt landing, but he didn't. We got white chipmunks from Canada in the house. Hello. That's a new one.
Hey, yeah, I gotta mention that too. Somebody just mentioned your mirror hanger, Jade. Little paramotor thingy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where'd you get that at? Why doesn't it have a flamingo on it?
I mean, that looks like that thing actually got a little motor on it.
Yep, it's actually
It does have a motor on it.
It does.
Is it a real motor? It got a battery? Turn it on and fly in circles on the.
It's got a gas can.
Nice.
Very cute.
Hey,
Where
made
did
it to
you get that
Minnesota.
at?
One of our instructors, him and somebody he knows from another country, they make them. He's got a mold or something. So
Yeah, they ship them over here, and then he puts them together.
yeah, he strings them.
That's cool. It's pretty cool. Slow Day says he does a quick before flight. I mean, we all lift our wing up and check it for any noticeable stuff. But when do you guys actually, like Sean, run your fingers up each line and go cell by cell and check the wing as it's laying on the ground?
Yes, Slow Days right before that, he said detailed at the end of every flight. So he does a quick check at the beginning and a good check at the end of every flight.
Okay. Yeah, I see that now. My bad.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah. Craig Taylor, what's your you do a pre-flight, I'm sure, but when do you actually like get down and dirty and check each cell, check the top and bottom while it's on the ground? Chris Thomas said he was on the wrong channel. What channel were you on?
Is there another Skinny Chef? Maybe one that's trustworthy?
Yeah, he was on Always Trust the Skinny Chef.
Oh no. That's scary. Never.
Now, I will tell you, at the fly-ins, I kite my wing and I lay it back down and then I hook in and go. I don't pay much attention to the wing itself outside of just a visual quick glance at it. But outside of that, when I'm I usually get to where I'm going. I'm usually one of the first couple people there. So it gives me a little bit of time to lay it out, walk through it. So about every 10 hours, I do a detailed cell by cell, flip it up on its side or on its back and on its front, and run my fingers up and down the lines and check everything. I check my harness now. You never know. I mean, I don't have anything that's frayed, but I do have some like little tiny fibers coming out of my harness, like in certain areas. I just took a lighter and kind of burned them back or melted them back, what have you. And that's been about 8 hours now, and I haven't seen anything new from that. So it may have just been nothing, but I will keep an eye on it. Because you know that harness is the only thing keeping you in the air attached to that wing. So I want to make sure that joker's just as good as that wing is.
Mm-hmm. And that little bitty carabiner, that's everything, man. I look at that.
I know.
I wish Brooke was on the show, man. He
send him the link.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hadn't talked to him today, but he bought a wing used from Aviator.
Right.
I think it was a Mojo, and he flew it. And you know, he's kind of guy. He goes up there and he starts doing wing overs as soon as he gets back from class and stuff like that. You know, so he put a lot. He was loading his risers a lot when he was flying, and he put 100 hours on that wing. He sent it off to get it tested. It failed everything. It failed porosity. It failed tensile strength because you know they intentionally break one of the riser lines.
Right.
To make sure it doesn't fail below a certain level. And his was failing at like half strength. So,
wow.
You know, I think he just told him to keep it, you know, versus reline it. You know, I think there were some fabric cells that need to be replaced. So, I mean, he said that the wing flew fine when he sent it in.
Wow.
If that ever happens, let us know. And what we'll do is we'll get it fixed because it's not that expensive to get it fixed. Maybe $800 to reline and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind putting, $800 into something like that. Then we can donate it to Resurgence. So
yeah. It was a little over 1,000, I think. But
was it?
He, and then it'll be a used wing, only worth a couple. And he was looking to get a new wing. But that's a good point. The people that fix it, Shane, you're talking about getting another wing. They have people that do that all the time. They send a wing in, it fails. They don't want to pay the money to test it. They fix it and resell it at a low price. So that's what I've heard. I don't know them personally, but you might can get a second wing like that pretty reasonable.
Oh yeah. You can go to, where was it? Let me see if I can find the link. Go ahead and continue to talk. I'll try to find that link for that.
Yeah. So for me personally, after seeing those wear marks, it's kind of bugged me, gave me a little bit of an eye opener, and I just thought tonight would be a good time to maybe express that we all should be looking at our wings a little bit more. Because seriously, if our wings don't fly, we don't fly. So just for any kind of pre-maintenance or conditions that we may have in our wings, better to find them on the ground than look up and realize you got a line dangling behind you on one of your risers. That would really just
do you always check your wing right after you launch? You look up at your wing tips?
Yeah, I've told this story several times. So this is my scary moment. I start all the way up at the wing and I start following lines back to the riser. I don't start at the riser because I have this phobia thing about that. I've already checked the doors 3 times before I've ever even got ready to launch. I've made sure that the doors were closed. My roads are straight. Brakes are in my hand. They're clear to pulley. And I take flight. I start at the top and work my way down. And then when I look at that carabiner, it scares me to death to look at either one because I'm so afraid that riser is just barely hanging on to that.
Barely hanging. I know, man. We've all seen that picture video, dude.
Oh,
like, what do you
do? Every time I'm like, looks good. Okay, ready? We're going to look at it. Ready? All right, not yet. All right, let's, oh, it's good. Okay, that's 50% of the time, or 50% of the problem. All right, let's look at the other one. You ready? No, not yet. Okay. It's good, and it does. It takes me a second to look at either one of them because I seen that video or the picture. It was a paraglider, and that was initially what reason he fell out of the sky and died is because in the video or the picture, it's a still picture, and his riser is hanging just on the hook, and the door wasn't shut, and apparently he just ribboned down when it came off. So I don't know why. Out of everything I've done flying wise, that is the thing that stuck with me the most. I take even my after I do my leg straps, you'll see me lift my legs up to add tension to them to see if they pop off. Only one time have I had one pop off. I had my pants inside of the snap and it didn't click all the way. So when I lifted my leg up, it actually came undone. So now I actually wrap my fingers under on all of them so that there's no material in the way. And if it pinches anything other than my skin, I'll know it. So I just click it in and then I do my leg thing, and I always pull on all my straps before flight. Let me get caught back up here.
Yeah,
I got a question about that. Go ahead, Brian.
No, you go ahead, Eric. I've been talking too much. You go ahead.
Well, the only question that I have is you guys are talking about the leg straps. What I found, and I don't know if this is right, wrong, or other, but it's working for me, and I want to know everybody else's opinion. When I take off, I got to have my leg straps fairly tight, but I cannot land. I can't scooch far away out enough to land a decent landing with those leg straps tight. But I also, if those leg straps are not tight, I cannot get into my seat by just lifting my legs if they're loose. So now, is that the same thing with everybody else, or do I just have goofy legs?
You have goofy legs, but we'll figure out what happened.
Yeah.
I
can take a fist and put them in between each one of my leg straps. I've tried to adjust them a little tighter, and I cannot get all the way out of my seat. I would rather have them to where I can get a fist in between each one of them on each side, and that seems to be great. And for me, everybody's different. Eric, I don't know. It's one of those you have to let it out and pull it back in to figure out where the best spot is for you.
Right.
Do y'all have to adjust your leg straps?
I do in mid-flight. I'll loosen them all the way up as far as I can go. So when I land, my legs can move, can run. You know, I don't know if it's it allows the motor to get up a little further up on my back or what. But if I try to land with my leg straps tight, yeah, I'll be on Tucker's videos.
Uh-oh. I've never heard anybody doing that. My leg straps loosen every time I fly. Part of my pre-flight is to tighten my leg straps back properly before I take off. Inevitably, I don't know, the running process of taking off on that Parajet harness, they just loosen every time.
Okay, I got the same harness. I am not having that problem with them loosening. But I think maybe I'll try to loosen them a little bit. Like, you know, Shane says he can put a fist in there and see how it is. And I guess my biggest thing is I don't want to have to stow my brakes and then reach down and scoop my seat underneath me. I want to lift my legs and slide in.
How I come out of my seat normally is on landing, I will throttle, let off the throttle, and as it porpoises down, that's when I slide out of my seat. So you get that free fall already, and then you slide out of your seat a little bit more. It's like whoosh, gives you that little extra free fall. I don't know why I do it. I love it. It's fun, and so far I haven't died. If I do, I'll let you know.
Right.
All
right, back on the topic.
All right. So everybody's pretty much looking at their wings prior to flight or afterwards, but no one's really said that they've gone into detail. I'm decided to do it in detail every 10 hours. I want to go through everything, all the stitching in between each cell, and it takes about 30 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. Outside of the pre-flight, when you pull your wing up and you just check for any holes or whatnot. But to go through each line, like Sean said, you just run your fingers up them. It doesn't, or down them. It doesn't take. All right, I gotta shut the door. All the damn mosquitoes coming in here. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Slide your fingers up from the risers or down from the top. It doesn't make any difference, and it just helps you make sure that when you do fly on that particular trip, you don't look up and go, "Oh, I guess I should have checked that out before I started flying."
Have you ever had a line with a sheath broken and then still flown anyway?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard quite a few people doing it. I mean, I guess it's safe enough. I mean, for me, going through training, I'm like, really, we're hanging here from the sky, thousands of feet by all these little strings. My background is a mechanical engineer, so I kind of process everything from, forces, acting on an object kind of perspective. And once I found out each one of those risers held 1,000 pounds, man, I was good. I'm like, okay, I weigh 200, and there's like way more risers than me.
Yeah.
Math and but then I started looking at, okay, I'm good with the risers, but then you got these two little bitty carabiners that they hold everything. And so part of my pre-flight is to very carefully inspect each one of those carabiners for any kind of scratches that might have happened on them. Because if I find there's a big scratch on one day, I'm not going to fly it.
Right.
it reminds me. How often do you replace your carabiners?
How often are you supposed to? I've never.
I've been replacing them once a year. They're not that expensive. I also replace my dog bones. They're not that expensive. So
What is
What are your dog bones?
that's that piece of fabric that wraps around that connects to your carabiner
Okay.
on some models like mine.
Basically the piece that holds all the load on that side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I replaced both of those because, if you're an SIV, if you're doing acro, wing overs, spirals, you're putting a lot of tension right on that. So it's like, I think the dog bones are less than $5 or $10 or something like that. And carabiners, you can get a pair for $50. So pretty cheap. I spend more in gas.
No, first of all, Mary, it's Jade's neighbor. You need to change your name on the chat to neighbor Mary, next door neighbor Mary, as your channel name, because I like that. Because every time I see her, I'm like, there's Jade's neighbor, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
And yes, they are still driving. They're going to be driving all night long.
No,
we're
done in 12 minutes.
You're what?
We're done in 12 minutes.
Wait, you're almost there.
Oh, if Savannah wasn't in the car with Eric right now, I had something to say, but I can't because she's 10. So
I was going there too. I was going there. But it wasn't 12 minutes.
So I think on my paramotor, what you're calling a dog bone, that's all woven into my everything's connected to that one point. So I don't think I can change mine.
I'm not of the thought that we really need to change these items very often, but it's hard to overdo safety. I get that, but sometimes when you go to replacing things, you might cause more problems than you fix.
So what is better, aluminum or stainless steel? Because Nick Griffith said to switch to stainless steel carabiners. So I was under the impression if you dropped a carabiner, a stainless steel one, is it a stainless steel or aluminum that if you drop it, you replace it because it can have a
Stainless is way stronger than aluminum. but the trade-off is weight, and that's why they're using the aluminum ones on paramotors is weight. Everything is about weight. But stainless definitely has a much higher tensile strength than aluminum.
So let me ask this: what about you guys are talking about replacing the carabiners? What about all the malleons? Those are just thin.
That's why you send in. That's why you send your wing in once a year for inspection, and they can replace them if need to be.
Yeah, and the malleons on my Mojo are made out of probably stainless, and then on my Spider, they're made out of riser type material. So they're cloth.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I like about this show. I mean, we're going from one topic to another, and it's all good info. I never thought about changing my carabiners, but I think I'm going to be ordering me some because I'm over a year now on the same wing or same carabiners, and now that's got me wondering, especially since I don't like looking at those in flight.
Yeah, and they're, like I said, they're about $50 for good ones. And remember, they have ratings because they're odd long. So you have ratings this way in are they kilonewtons? KN, yeah, kilonewtons. And then you have mine are 23 kilonewtons this way, which is like 5,000 pounds. And then if it goes sideways, it's like 10 kilonewtons, which is still 1,000 pounds or so. I don't know the conversion offhand, but you got to look at how much they can hold in both ways. It has little arrows. Have you looked at your carabiners? You know what I'm talking about?
Not a clue.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We had a machine at work that I was able to program to actually test those kind of things. We could put stuff in tension or compression, a big old servo hydraulic load frame, and we broke several rods at 10,000 pounds, and it'll scare the heck out of you ain't expecting it.
And that's why when you fly with the reserve, you don't connect your reserve to the same carabiner as your main risers. Most of your harnesses have the little things that you can connect your reserve to. So if your main ones break or your Jesus bolt breaks or whatever, and now it's all crooked like this, or it's flying up in the air, or it's a big streamer because one went up. When you throw your reserve, it connects to your harness, and you're going down like that. So always make sure you connect it to different places.
Mine is connected to my harness, and my carabiners are hooked to the harness, which is also through the swing arms or what have you. There's a redundance there with PAP, but I understand what you're saying about the reserve, because if you snap one carabiner and you throw your reserve, it's going to do the same damn thing as your main wing is doing.
Right. So that's a good thing to ask people in the chat. Number one, do you fly with the reserve? Number two, do you connect your reserve to the same carabiners that you connect your riser to, or do you connect it separately? I'd like to see in the chat what people say.
Hey, Brian, you want to read Craig Taylor's last comment there?
All right, 222.81 pound force, the pound force unit number. Pound force converts to 1 kilonewton. So basically 1 kilonewton is 224.8 pounds of force.
Okay.
All right. Now that you read it out loud, I understand it, because I was reading it going, that doesn't make sense to me. But now that you said it out, I got it now. All right. I'm one of those, I don't comprehend what I read very well. So if I hear it, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. I think I share too much on this show. All shows, really.
we know more about you than I'm sure you'd like to know.
Yeah. Not only I'm sorry, Chris Thomas, he said someone on Reddit today said that they have a 5-year life. Just throwing that out there. Is that on the carabiners is what you're referring to? If they're supposed to be changed out every year, then I'm a little nervous.
No, you don't have to change them out every year. I choose to change them out every year,
Yeah.
just like I choose to look at all my lines before I fly. I choose to do a pre and post flight check on my stuff. It's what you choose to do. I mean, I choose to fly with a helmet. You don't have to. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no law that says you have to fly with a helmet either.
Right.
So these are just some of the things that I choose to do because I know the amount of strain that these things take when you, number one, you do any type of acro. If you go to an SIV course or if you drop it in the water, any fabric that you drop in the water and it dries out, it's just not the same. So, I just choose to be a little bit more safer than what most people recommend. That's all.
Proactive.
It's risk acceptance, man. I mean, you minimize the amount of risk that you can, and replacing, inspecting your wing often, keeping up on your motor maintenance, making sure your motor is running good, inspecting your carabiners. All these things are important. The most important thing is your wing. Your motor, you just need that to get into the air, but you got to have that wing to fly. So, if you're going to overdo it on inspection on anything, I think it needs to be the wing, the risers, and your harness and carabiners.
How often do you? This is including in the chat and the panel here. How often do you guys wipe your motors down? Get any excess exhaust leaks, dust, grime? You guys wipe that down?
That's usually when you do a post or pre-flight inspection. If you have oil leaking down, number one, you probably need to find out where it's coming from because you shouldn't have oil leaking from your motor. So wiping it down, will be able to help you see, is everything good? You wipe everything down. You wipe down I even wipe down my prop just because I want to see if my prop is good. And then, of course, after your flight, if now you see a little bit of oil coming out of something you just wiped, now you know where the oil's coming out and you can replace that seal. Seal.
Well, I know when I bought the new exhaust, the Y20, I put a brand new exhaust gasket in there, and it never seated. It still leaks to this day like a sieve. I have to wipe my blade down. If not, it's going to start slinging oil up on my wing at some point.
Did you use the high temperature silicone on both sides of the gasket?
No, I just put the gasket in there. I took the old one out, and then I put the new one with the new exhaust, and
Are you talking about the brass bushing or the actual gasket between the manifold?
The actual gasket that goes to the 2 bolt, or the exhaust goes to the motor. It has. I've tightened it up to specs, flew it, tightened it up a little bit more, and it has always leaked ever since I put that new motor or that new exhaust on there.
Take it back off, clean the outside of the head good, and get a razor blade like a window scraper. Make sure you get all the old gasket off both faces. Get a new gasket. Use a high temperature exhaust manifold sealant, and get like a pencil eraser size on each finger and put it around each side. Put it back on there. I'm pretty sure that's the proper procedure for installing one. But that's what I've done. And the videos I watched on YouTube, that's what they did. As far as I know,
Craig Taylor just put in there. Here's a good one. The exhaust bushing every 40 hours.
Unless you have a vortex arrow, they have theirs actually incorporated into their flange, so you don't. It's forever. You never have to replace it.
Well, Mark Elroy told me that when he was told that you're supposed to spray your joints on the new Moster exhaust with WD-40 each time where the bushings are. It helps with reduce. I think it was Mark. It helps with reduce friction. But my thing is, isn't that exhaust hot? Doesn't WD-40 evaporate in heat? Is that why you got to do it every time?
WD-40 is about 70% motor oil and 30% mineral spirits. So it's roughly how you make it. And so the oil will stay behind. A lot of people will wipe down, like Vitarazi actually recommends you spray the brass bushing on your exhaust manifold with WD-40 every flight, so that you allow free motion in that joint.
Yes.
People that fly at beaches, they'll wipe down their whole motor with WD-40 before every flight, and sometimes after, and rinse it, get the salt off of it. But I probably every few flights I WD-40 my MY19 exhaust, because it's an MY19 and I know it needs a little help. It's a matter of time.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here. We're gonna be checking into a hotel for the night. We're in beautiful Minneapolis. So you guys take care and have a good evening. We'll see you later.
Hey, be safe.
Y'all be
Good
safe
night,
on the
Eric.
road.
All righty.
If
See
we're
ya.
not, if we'll jump back on, otherwise if
All right.
we have time or whatever. Talk to you guys later.
All righty. See ya. I hear an echo.
Echo.
I know. It looks cold there. It's
Yeah.
not bad here.
Will Fly in the chat says I wipe mine down with WD-40 after every other flight or so. Helps with the transfer of vibration. Craig Taylor says yes, my NY20 exhaust. That's true from Vito. So it sounds like a lot of people are using WD-40 on their exhaust manifolds.
Yeah, I guess I'll just put some in the gas, and it'll go through there and it'll take care of it. It'll go through the whole motor.
I don't think it works like that.
Let's just say my wife has impeccable timing. Anyways. Just killed my spirit. Good Lord. Anyways, all right. Let me get back on track here. Not to give you guys any bad news or possible bad news. So I wiped my exhaust down in Swanee only because it was so covered in exhaust goo with the leak. But I need to. So Brian, am I putting that gasket back on there, or am I just using the high temperature?
Well, you definitely need the gasket, man.
Okay.
You definitely want the gasket. Just make sure you have both faces really clean. Don't use a grinding stone or anything like that. It's going to put grooves in the metal.
Right.
Wire brush is typically okay. I like to use a window scraper with a razor blade. It does a pretty good job. But yeah, just get a little high temperature. You should be able to go down to auto parts place and pick it up, man. It's not a big deal. They sell it for cars and stuff too.
Right. I think there's one in that Visorati kit that I bought. There should be a new gasket in there. There's motor mounts and extra nuts and bolts and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, you get the handy box.
Yeah.
And, mine came with one. I already used it. Yeah, I need to get some spare parts replaced in that thing.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. It's nice to have the spare parts, man. I'm like you though. I really want to have an extra prop to have on hand.
Me too.
I don't have any spare parts.
The problem with the Visorati box that I bought is if anybody finds out you have one, hey, can I get this? I'll buy a new one and send it to you or whatever. It's been picked apart a couple times. It's been replaced with, people have borrowed, let's say, a motor mount or rubber, and I've gotten it back. But yeah, I found it funny once I said, "Oh, look what I got this kit," and next thing I know, there was a couple of people needing parts and pieces real quick. So, Mark H. WD-40 on the motor, turtle wax, bug, and tar on the carbon prop, the cage to remove the bugs. I don't think I've ever wiped down the frame of my my cage. It does have some bugs on it from being in the back of my truck sitting up. Just part of the problem here in Florida. No matter when it is, there's always bugs in the air. Nick, is Mark George in there? That's a good question. Nick Griffith said they should make a motor maintenance kit. So in a motor maintenance kit, what do you guys think should be in a motor maintenance kit for the panel and for in the chat? And if anybody in the chat wants to come on and share their 2 cents with whatever we're talking about, you're more than welcome.
When you say motor maintenance kit, what are you talking about?
Maybe like having what is it? WD-40, whatever you could think of to put in like clean products or parts and pieces.
Like having your own toolbox that just has paramotor stuff, or something that you carry on the paramotor, or what?
Man, a toolbox that has every tool that you would need to tear down and rebuild a paramotor.
That's what I have. I got a toolbox just with that. So Brian shook his head too. Yeah, I think he does too.
Yeah, I do. I have a little toolbox. It's only got 3 things in it.
Yeah, I've got a ratchet set, and I've got, flathead screwdriver and a crescent wrench and just little odds and ends. I don't necessarily think I could tear the motor down and put it back together. But if they put in every socket that is on let's just say you had a Visorati, a Moster 185, they built a toolbox that had every tool in there to pull any kind of springs, bolts, nuts, whatever. If they built that and just said, this is a 10 millimeter, this is for blah, blah, blah. I mean, and then build it in a kit, I'd pay top dollar for that, just to know that I had every tool in there just to cover anything that I need to do on my motor.
You don't need top dollar. You don't need top dollar. Go to Harbor Freight when they have their 20% off and stuff like that, and buy, a package, different packages of, wrenches and tools and stuff like that you would use. Take the ones out. So I got a 10 millimeter, a 13 millimeter, an 8 millimeter. I got my spark plug puller. I got spring pullers, and every single bolt and nut and star that I have. I got ratchets that fit on each one. So each ratchet has its own thing on it. So I just pull out the ratchets, and there's all my bolts to tighten up the everything. So it's really inexpensive. And then all the other tools that I have, I just kind of put them in a corner for, in case someone else needs them when they come over and says, hey, can I borrow some tools? Sure. Use these. They're missing a couple pieces. But Harbor Freight is awesome. Check them out.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly every tool that I need to tear my motor apart. You got pistons and piston rings, so you need a piston ring spreader, and there's all kind of stuff you need.
That's what I need to do. I need to do a video on my little carrying case. I got a little tiny box that has all my tools, and I put it in the truck when I go fly. So in case I need them, I got them. I even have spare props and stuff. I mean, when I leave my house, I can completely break down my motor and repair anything. I even bring the gel and what do you call that? To fix props. I got a little sander, and I got
the super glue and
baking soda.
Super glue and baking soda. That big word. Yes, I even have that in my toolbox. I mean, I have everything to go and fly, even if something happens. I even got a 10-pack of spark plugs, which you can get online on Amazon, a 10-pack for like $30 or $20. I replaced that.
Thomas in the chat says, tell Grandpa he already made that video.
Oh, did I? God.
It's hard to remember sometimes when you make so many in it.
Yeah, I think I have over 2,000 videos, so I can't remember.
Holy.
Yeah, everywhere I travel, man, I take a small machine shop with me, man.
Yeah.
I live out of a camper in a truck, so I got a floor jack in my truck. I've got full socket wrench set, electrician's tools, hand tools, a couple small power tools. It's amazing what you can do with a Dremel and a drill, that kind of thing. But at home we've got a full machine shop. But everywhere I go, I've got tools. My paramotor toolbox is just specialty items, like say extra spark plugs, things like repair material for the wing, and just things that I don't have in my regular tools. I'm not going to be rebuilding a paramotor engine on the road. I'm going to be doing that at home.
Well, you know what? No one's in this kit that we're building. No one said anything about zip ties.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of zip ties too, different colors.
Holy crap! When it comes to a paramotor, zip ties are your friend.
You can get a ton of zip ties from. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overtalk. Sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
I also carry everything I need to replace my kill switch. I carry an extra couple switches with me, some more wires, soldering gun, that kind of thing. Because
I don't carry a soldering gun because I have no place to plug it in.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's a tough one there.
Well, Brian can. He brings his home everywhere, so
exactly, man. Every time I go places, man, people borrow tools from me, like the drill or Dremel. Somebody actually borrowed my soldering iron to work on Nick from Bad Apple.
Swanee.
Yeah, it's Swanee. So
I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty well prepared for a lot of situations when I travel.
Never thought of that, but when we go to a fly-in, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have a generator and bring your soldering iron. It's a good idea.
Oh yeah. I even bring my inversion table with me, man. Just I bring it all. Have a kayak on the roof, motorcycle on the back bumper.
Wow.
Yeah. Even though I'm getting there early on for Bad Apples, I'm still bringing my generator just in case I get there and I think they only got 50 sites that have power.
They double up on them though.
Yeah, but still, I'm just. If I get there and I don't have a generator and there's no plugs, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm out because I'm not staying there. If it's hot, which it's not supposed to be really hot, right? It's supposed to be evenings are cool.
Problem is you have to run your generator all night because, I mean, May in southern Georgia, the nights are probably going to be upper 70s if you're lucky.
Upper 70s? I'm running my generator because I don't have air conditioner running.
Well, I'm hoping to get power too.
Nick Griffith in the chat said they make butane soldering iron guns. So that's right. I guess they do.
Yeah, they do. I've never actually used one. He also says I'll bring balls of fire and flying spinning balls.
Yeah, actually, Nick, I want to try that one of these of next time. I don't even know where I was. I never saw that at Swanee. I seen the videos. I'm like, when did that happen?
That was the Swanee, man. Did you see my video?
Yeah.
He was doing it, and then our buddy Jason in the side was doing his B-roll, talking about the lighted balls. It always hits him in the nuts.
Yeah. And that's why
I couldn't cut it out, man. It was just too funny. I had to let it roll.
That's why we call them. I don't know where I was. I missed all of that. When I seen it on Will and Ben's video, I was like, where was I? I'm like showing my wife. I'm like, never even saw that. Have no idea. Was it like at 10:30 at night or something when I was already in bed?
Nah, man. You went to bed way before that. No, I'm just kidding. It was probably between 8 and 10. He walked over there. He's like, Brian, grab your phone, man. I'm about to do something. Okay. Somebody says, here, you watch this. I watch.
Yeah, with your camera rolling.
Yeah. So it was good. We all, me, Ben, and Will were all sitting there watching it, filming them. So
yeah, I have no idea where I was when that happened.
It's called Poi, by the way. I'd never heard of it before that night. POI. And it's they do it on all the islands and stuff like Hawaii and the Caribbean.
Right.
May I share a video, Shane?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to share a video, and I want you to just take a look at it and tell me what you think. Here you are flying around. Look at these angles.
Is this a drone?
It's got to be. Whoa.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
It's amazing how fast those drones are, man. I want to do that bad, but man, you really got to trust that drone pilot, you know?
Don't they have drones that'll follow you and you can keep them away from?
Absolutely. And they have obstacle avoidance as well. They'll follow you.
The DJI are really good at that. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Cody sent that to me. I thought that was pretty slick.
We had some baby geese when we were kids. My dad flew, and we raised these geese in the pool. And of course, they started crapping all over the place. We had to stop that, man. But dude, these things would chase us underwater and stuff. And we had to we actually lost them. The gators got them. But I was thinking about getting some more. And I was thinking about getting some more because I always thought it'd be cool to have them fly behind you. There's lots of stories out there where people will raise geese, and every time they take off and fly, they'll fly behind you in like a V and follow you around everywhere you go. You'll be like Mother Goose.
Well, there's a whole movie about that. What's that movie?
Oh yeah. That's what kind of inspired it. It came out like 20 or 30 years ago.
Yeah, I got that movie. I loved it, and I never realized when I bought that movie, which I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So if you guys are in the chat and you remember what that movie is, please let me know. I thought back in the day that would be really awesome. Am I okay? Is my internet screwed?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Clear.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that would be really cool, but I don't want to, raise some geese or something and then go fly with them. It's like, now what am I going to do with them?
Nick says in the chat, you see the movie? So I can't remember. I think it kind of had a sad ending. Like he lost, they had to fly him away or something like that. Can't remember. It's been so long.
Fly Away Home.
Fly Away Home. That's it. Yeah.
Never saw it.
It's good. Next time you come over here, we'll watch it.
No.
I got it on. I got it on Betamax. It's really good.
Wait, I'll be in the duck blind waiting for him to fly over.
Like, forget about it.
Nick says, "What did I win?"
Oh, you won you won a sticker. Yeah. So we got a bunch of stickers here. So go over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv. Fill out the form, say that you want a sticker. Matter of fact, anybody that's in the chat, do the same thing. If you want a sticker, go over to ppgzone.com/clearproptv. Say that you want a sticker, fill out the form, and I'll send you a free sticker. Don't tell anybody. This is just between us, okay? This is private stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan, you'll get one at Moonshiners.
I gotta wait for Moonshiners. How about Bad Apples?
He's not coming to Bad Apples.
Well, he's got my address. Damn it, he can mail me one.
Yeah. So anybody that wants one, just go there and I'll send you out one. No big deal.
Yeah, I'm hoping at Bad Apples and Moonshiners to fill my whole door up on my paratrailer and then start moving to the next panel and just work on filling that whole trailer up with stickers. I actually got Mark gave me a bunch of his Paralife stickers, and we were going to put them on at Swanee, and it just never happened. And then I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. We'll put them together. I'll do it when I get home. It's probably not as hard as I'm making it out to be in my head, but I seriously need to do that. I just been avoiding it for whatever reason.
If you would too, I'm putting another hyperlink in the chat from. Oh shoot, was that it?
Walter says, Sean, I tried.
No, that's it.
Would not accept my password.
Wouldn't accept your password.
Walter, we're sending you one package, once in a lifetime package.
That's right. I'm going to put this up in your package, Walter. I'm going to put this in your package. There we go. Another sticker for Walter's package. That's why we're not sending him anything until June.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Heck yeah, man. Look forward to seeing what all Walter's going to get in his package. He's going to have to get 5 after he receives it, after it takes the 3-month boat trip from here to there. And when he opens it up, man.
Yeah, we're not sending it airmail. It's probably going to go slow boat.
Slow boat trip.
So, Sean, if I can give you my support shirt at Bad Apples, then, right?
Why does everybody think I'm going to Bad Apples? I'm going to.
I'm sorry, I meant Moonshiners. That's in August. Never mind.
I mean, for sure, I'm going to Moonshiners. So if that's the case, maybe I should wait until more like Christmas to send this package to Walter. What do you think? Instead of June. I'm only sending one package. I'm not going to send more than one. Sorry, Walter.
No, hell no. One package, once in a lifetime package.
That's it. One.
Walter says, if you send some bananas, by the time they get there, for sure be ripe.
John Way said,
sprouting.
John Way said, I've still got Walter's Miss Risky Biscuits t-shirt.
Hey, all the stickers that are in that package to Walter, if you put bananas in them, will all be Scratch and Sniff stickers. They'll just smell like bananas. 3 months of enclosed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I saw that Miss Risky Biscuits shirt the other day. Derek and Leanne Trout got the Mr. and Mrs. Risky Biscuit shirts. They were pretty cool. It was a new design by Tucker. Jim CR120 in the house.
Jim, did you get your strobe yet? We sent out a free strobe. He won our spinning wheel of Winnie things.
Was that from Far Out Strobes?
From faroutstrobes.com.
I still haven't got an email from him back yet. I have to re-email. So Jim CR120 says, so then now that I'm late in the chat, do I get a second sticker since you already owe me one?
Oh, Jim, are you the one that, okay, I got way too many things going on in this noggin. Jim, are you the one that I sent stickers and when you got them, the envelope was ripped and the stickers were gone? If that's the case,
I remember that.
I think I could not remember for the life of me. And we'll send you a batch of stickers, a whole bunch of stickers. Just do me a favor. I just put the link in there, ppgzone.com/clearproptv. Go there. I did get an email saying that it's on the way. Okay, for the strobe. Good. Go to the link, fill out the form, let us know that you did not receive the sticker, and we'll send you a bunch of stickers.
John from Slow Days, I did not get a shirt. My True North t-shirt, I did not.
Fill out the form.
No, it's I get John's from Palm Bay. I don't know. I didn't get a shirt from him, so
fill out the form, and I'll send it to John.
Wait for it. Oh, there it is.
Where'd you get that shirt at?
Oh, he sent me one a long time ago. You didn't get one?
No.
I'm just kidding. I had actually reached out to him after he came on our show a while back, and he sent me one.
I didn't get no CBD oil. I ain't got nothing.
You need to reach out to our guests, and talk with them and say, hey.
I talk to John whenever I see him flying.
And they see your name and they just question your trustworthiness, and they're not going to send you anything. I'm just kidding, you know.
I know how Walter's gonna get his stuff. I figured it out the cowboy way. Okay, I know now what's going on. It's going on the Pony Express. That's when the guys,
Nice.
you know, right? You know, they get on their horses and they just bring that mail wherever it has to go. Back in the old school.
Are you seeing as many horses in Michigan
pony.
as you did in Arizona?
The what?
Are you seeing as many horses in Michigan as you did in Arizona?
Not enough yet. I'm still like, you know, hanging with the parents, you know, the acclimating, all that stuff. But in another couple months, I'm probably going to break out of here. It's going to be time. I love mom and dad, but it's going to be time to, you know, do what I got to do. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
We should have Linda's parents on and ask them questions.
Bless their heart. I'm telling you. Seriously, guys, this is a total blessing staying with mom and dad. And it's been a learning experience this last month, but it's been all good. You know, I got family here, and that's what I need. Just keep me going, pushing forward, and I'm making plans, and I have to learn. I can't be impatient. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it's all gonna work out. So, and I got you guys. You guys have all helped me through everything this past year, and you know, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, do all you can do what you can do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we got a couple people that are actually going there. Calvin and Brian just filled out the form on PPG Zone, and they are going to be getting some stickers. So thank you very much.
Nice.
A friend of mine, Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue, he just sent me he just shared some pictures of his new smoker, and I'm jealous. I am jealous. I actually want to build a firebox on the back of my my smoker I got now.
Do it.
And I just have to get the material. I got a guy to do it all. I just have to manage to muscle. I don't know. It's probably, I'd say my smoker's probably 220 pounds, 230 pounds. I just have to muscle it out of the backyard to the back of my truck and take it over and add another 60 pounds to it and then do it all back over, get it in the backyard. Shouldn't be a problem.
No, I don't see a problem at all, Shane.
Yeah. Linda, why don't you get some of your horses and come help me out?
I know.
Drag it.
Hey, Shane, that brings up a good idea. I've got a really big smoker I can bring to the fly-in. I've been wanting to cook a whole hog for forever, man. I can never find the opportunity to have enough people to feed.
Oh man.
I think we might have enough at Bad Apples, man. I could tow that bad boy over there. It's big enough to cook a whole hog on a rotisserie. Got a big smoke box on the side of it. We normally use it to cook about 30 hams every year for Christmas.
Right.
You going to do it?
Yeah, I've never smoked a whole hog, but ain't nothing but some time and some smoke and some heat.
It's going to be an all-night beer drinking process, man.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
Hey, I've been to a pig roast.
My man.
And I've been to a pig roast, you know, back in the day or whatever, and that is so much fun, and it is like, oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm just saying, yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I love cooking.
Yeah,
I love cooking. I love eating. Shane, thank you again for all your cooking, man. At Swanee, dude, he cooked a big breakfast every morning for everybody, and had something on the grill and smoker every day.
Not a problem. I enjoy it just like you. I do enjoy watching people eat the food that I make, and I don't know, it makes me happy. So Ben from Paramotor NC says, can I get in on that roast?
Absolutely, man.
No
I
doubt.
hope he's going to be at Bad Apples. I think he said he was going to be there. I know Will's going to be there. Yeah, that's cool, man. We're going to have the whole crew together. Hopefully, plus some this time.
If Jason will be there. Jason Russell Smith.
What about Josh? I missed him at Swanee.
Josh. Oh, the one that went to school with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I met him at Vail and the first time at Swanee.
Yeah. He has he's I think an engineer on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. And he does I think a 2 week on, 2 week off thing, or 7 days on, 1 week. His schedule's weird. So it just depends on when he's working. If someone calls out sick or something, or can't go on vacation, whatever, he's the cover man. So that's why he wasn't at Swanee this time, because he was still on the oil rig.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he's got a pair trailer too. He had at Vail, but I don't think he's done much to it other than put a rack in there and a countertop and a refrigerator, I think. But yeah, I went to school with him. He's a nice guy. He's another one of those that just is a good guy to hang out with and fun, and there's no issues when you hang out with him. That's the kind of people I want to hang out with. Everybody just gets along and has a good time.
I prefer drama.
Who in the chat? Who in the chat's going to be at Bad Apples?
Well, we know Ben is.
Ben will be there.
Walter, we probably can't count on Walter.
John Wayne, you going to be Bad Apples? Chris
I think
Thomas?
he left the chat already.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah.
He said he had to go, but I hope he comes, man. I was looking forward to meeting him at Swanee, and he couldn't make it. He had something come up. But Chris Thomas in the chat says, let's start a PPG Icarus Express mail service. Probably almost as fast as the original Pony Express. I don't know.
Hey,
could be a little faster. What do you think? The horse versus paramotor with stops.
I know.
Jeff Pepper. I know Jeff Pepper. He's going to be at Bad Apples. Nick, Bad Apples is in Georgia. It's in what, Georgia?
Americus is the nearest town. Americus. It's a really small town. Luckily, it's only like 2 hours from me.
It is.
Will Fly is going to be there, he said.
I think it's a 6 hour drive for me. I'm not sure. 4 hour, 6 hours. I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna get with Daddy Dutch Barbecue and get his secret ingredients on. He did 3 pig roasts last year. If you guys want to go to his channel later and look at some of his cooks, this is one big dude. He's 6'6", close to 300 pounds, if not a little bit over. Just a big, tall man, and just a big teddy bear. He's a super awesome guy. But he's just a darn good cook. He cooks for his church almost every Sunday. He does events and stuff for the church all the time.
Hey, Walter's talking about still not having a code. He said, code, please. I think he's trying to get in on the show.
Oh.
I invited all talking about Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Sounds like we need to help him to come help us cook this pig at Bad Apples.
Yeah, he's a little bit further. He's in where the heck is he at? He's in Iowa. No, is it Iowa? No, he's not in Iowa. Where the hell are you at, Kent? You're in golly, I can't remember.
I don't know.
Somewhere up there, and where it gets cold from time to time. All right, so Sean, can you drop the link? Because I apparently am dumb. I'm dumb, and Brian's wearing a doo-doo hat.
Dodo. Doo-doo. Is it
Dodo
doo-doo
bird.
or dodo?
Oh, your head was up too high. I couldn't see it. Iowa. Jeez, it's Iowa. He's in Iowa.
That's not that far.
It is. You know how much gas it takes to get a 300+ pound man somewhere? It takes a lot of. Kent's not an overweight gentleman either. He's a big boy. He turns bolts for a living and welds and stuff. So yeah, he's kind of like the other Kent Staney. He's another big boy. Hey,
Yeah, he probably wasn't flying to Adam 80 when he was learning, was he?
no. Hey, Daddy Dutch, how far is Mountain City, Tennessee from you? That'll be an August trip, by the way.
That probably is not too terrible from Iowa. I mean, that's probably that's less than 1,000 miles, I would say.
When is Bad Apples? May.
Oh, Daddy Dutch Barbecue says I'll be in Florida in May.
I know. When is Bad Apples?
It's the very middle of May. So basically, it starts the Thursday after Mother's Day. You're going to be there the day before Mother's Day, according to you. You said you're getting there Saturday. So
Yeah,
I'll be there the day after Mother's Day. Mother's Day is on May 9th.
Oh,
So the Thursday after that Sunday.
Can't.
13th.
Daddy Dutch, when are you going to be in Florida? I know we've talked about this, but I can't remember. I may have
So
to.
if he's in North Florida,
No.
Southern Georgia is not far away.
No, he'll be in Orlando. They have an Airbnb that they do every year in Orlando.
Yeah, it'll be about a 5-hour drive for him to come up to Bad Apples from Orlando.
They come down, I think, for a week or two. I'm just hoping it's not in the same time that we'll be in Bad Apples, because actually one of my videos, it says Daddy Dutch took over my kitchen or something like that is one of the name of my video. And we met up, hung out all day long. I sous vide some top sirloin steaks and then finished them off on the grill. And it's the end of May. Oh, we're good. Don't worry about it. I was panicking. I actually started sweating a little bit because I really want to go and fly over his Airbnb and just buzz the shit out of him at 6 o'clock in the morning a couple times and then land for breakfast in the front yard.
That sounds like it'll be good to go, man.
Yeah.
We'll fly, says 13th through 16th of May on Bad Apples.
And Daddy Dutch won't be here until the end of May, first week of June. So perfect.
perfect.
When is Moonshiners?
August.
Oh,
4th,
August 4th through the 8th. Okay, we're good. I thought there was another flying in June, but it's not.
And then you get Endless Foot Drag. I think it's in September.
Yeah.
So right now I'm trying to figure out how to leave my greenhouse for a month. Hopefully I'm going to leave Moonshiners and go all the way up to Maine, hang out up there for a while. August in Alabama is just pretty hot.
Hey,
Sweet. We'll fly.
What?
yeah.
Oh, in the house?
What?
He's in the house.
We'll fly in the house.
Will
got-
fly ppg.com in the house?
In the house.
It says is connecting, so he may not can talk to us yet. Oh, there he is.
Now he's ready.
Oh, oh.
Hang out up there for a while.
Turn that volume down.
August in Alabama is just pretty hot. Oh, I hear the
Will,
feedback
say
loop.
something.
We can't see you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Now we can see you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Bad Apples, and I'm tempted to try Endless Foot Drag, but man, that's a haul.
Yeah.
I know Brian will be there. You go to all of them, don't you, Brian?
No, I mean, it probably sounds like that, but I've only been to 3 fly-ins. Well, 4 if you consider Palm Bay last year. So I consider Vail my first fly in because that's where I actually went and stayed in camp. Before that was Palm Bay, and I basically just went for the day, and then did Swanee in November, and again in a couple weeks ago. But
Vail was my first one too.
So Jim CR120 has a question for Brian. Where in Maine? And then North Carolina, Paramotor NC says, Brian, stop by my place when you leave Moonshiners and then head north.
So yeah, in Maine, I have people to visit in various states: Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Tucker, the Trouts, Nevada, Meese, and then up in Maine, I want to go visit Matt. It was on the show last night with Kowski, mainly paramotor. So I'm gonna go fly with him at his LZs. He says that's the best time of the year to fly up there, and I just want to go get some lobster too and hang out in Maine to say I did it.
That'd be fun. Oh my gosh. That'd be way
Hey,
fun.
is there anybody in the chat that has an opinion about tonight's show or any other shows that I do on Monday or Tuesday night? Something we could talk about, you guys would like to talk about, any kind of particular subjects or things you like to be have brought up that we can discuss. I'm always open for ideas, by the way.
I actually like tonight's show pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy not having, I said this before, I don't like to be stuck with one particular subject. Daddy Dutch is from the barbecue community. I'm sure he has no clue what the heck we're talking about, but he's just coming by and showing the love and the
Brian got
support.
tired of holding his hand up.
Yeah. But go ahead, Brian.
The wig.
Oh, the wig.
I missed the wig. Bring it back.
Well, funny part is, I thought my wife had given those wigs back, and I seen this, what I thought was a cat on her dresser, and I said, "What is that?" She goes, "It's the wigs." I go, "You didn't return those?" She goes, "No, she gave them to me." So there are options. So next Tuesday night, I will do the entire show in either wig or both wigs if I can maintain over 20 viewers watching during the show. As soon as it hits 20 viewers, I will put the wig on.
Dude, we were at 24 earlier. What the heck? I didn't know that was the rules.
No, I'm throwing it out there now. So as soon as it goes to 19, I take the thing off. If
because it gets
20,
hot.
Yeah, if it goes to 20, back to 20, and holds at 20, I will keep the wig on. I will do the entire show with my wig on.
I may have to promote your channel on my YouTube channel just to see you wear that wig.
I like the curly wig. That's my favorite.
That is the best one.
Well,
All
and
right.
the one where he's holding
the bunny.
You're holding the rabbit. Yeah, the little bunny.
I actually set that as my screensaver.
Yeah,
on
me
my
too.
phone.
Okay, so I have a request. I have a request for a joke, and I wasn't able to say this joke last night because we're on Sean's channel and it's PPG rated. So, why do leprechauns laugh when they run through the grass? Because the grass tickles their balls.
Oh man!
I still think that's PPG. I think that's PPG because there's no swear word.
Is that a dad joke?
That's a dad PPG rated joke.
I thought it was going to be a lickety split.
Brian, you still can't get over that one.
Brian, who are you?
Dude, she was telling that joke, man, and she had a completely different punchline. I can't remember the joke or her punchline, but your punchline was way better.
It was something about lesbians, and she's like, "Who wins or something, or how do they win?"
Build something to do with building a house.
Oh yeah, there's it's all tongue and groove and no studs. That was the punchline. But she asked me, she goes, how do lesbians build a house? And I go, lickety split.
Yeah, instantaneously he responds with that before she could throw the answer out. He's inside the paracamper and we just bust out laughing.
Everybody's laughing. I'm like, did I say something funny? Because oh yeah, that was pretty.
Oh my gosh, you guys! All I can say is you guys. That's all I can say.
Did you see in the chat said Daddy Dutch said Shane call for a beer so I can say hi to Cupcake?
Oh yeah. Well, all right. So my wife just came in and told me something that's pretty scary. My daughter found a lump on her rib cage.
Oh man.
Tonight. So I'm not. She's going. We're taking her to the doctor tomorrow. Find out exactly what it is. Okay. So our luck with cancer in this family is pretty shitty. So yeah, not. I'm trying to focus here.
Oh, it's okay, Sean. It's okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna head out of here and prayers.
All right, Linda.
To you guys. Okay. Okay, Sean. Oh my gosh, Shane. Prayers. Okay.
I know. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I know it will, because you're my family. You guys, everybody's my family here, and so prayers lifted up. Okay. Absolutely. So.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Krista's probably not gonna come in here right now. She's she's a little tore up right now.
Okay. You go.
So anyways.
To your family.
Anyways, since I'm so short, according to Kent from Daddy Dutch, I'm gonna go run through the grass real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm heading out. I love you guys.
That was a leprechaun running through the grass laughing joke, but nobody got it. Good Lord.
Dude, that was just nuts.
John, you don't have to get so testy with me.
Oh, boys.
You're getting cocky.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Will's throwing
Did
some
Will
out,
Fly
too.
just cuss? Was that a
Yeah,
that
potty
wasn't a
mouth.
cuss
I
word.
was just kidding.
That's not a cuss word. So what is a cuss word to you?
He doesn't know any. He's
Who,
not
me?
the kind of guy to cuss. Yeah, Will.
What?
No.
Does it?
Daggone it.
You don't cuss.
Doggone it. Oh.
I know
Those
I
are my share of
accident-
cuss words. and
I
how to use them.
accidentally said HE double hockey sticks. Oh,
No.
So when my wife was younger, when they were kids, one would say shh, the other one would be like eh. And then they would like hide because they said a cuss word together.
or you can say beaver, beaver, beaver. Damn.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Uh-oh.
by the way, tonight I hit 520 subscribers. By
I
the way,
saw that. Congratulations.
Yay.
Right on.
Awesome.
So-
Awesome.
who on the panel knows what Will does for a living? I'm not going to say Will, but I want to. Who knows on the panel?
I know. Will Flies PPG.
There you go. .com.
I got an idea.
I had no idea. Will's an interesting man, by the way.
He is. I've always thought that when I first saw him.
He's quiet. He's quiet on the show.
I know. He's a
Thank
mystery.
you, I think.
He's such a mystery.
No, he's fell in love with my generator. Went out and bought one the next size down. He's like, man, Then he starts opening it up. I'm like, why are you opening that up? He's like, I'm gonna use it tonight. I'm like, what am I running my generator for?
Oh man, it was a new toy. I wanted to play with it.
Absolutely.
Want to
Heck
play
yeah,
with
man.
it while running through the grass.
Will came
said
out
hello,
there
Krista.
in his video. He even says that I'm more
yeah.
of a Holiday Inn Express kind of guy, and I think he enjoyed camping. for sure.
I did. Yeah.
But
So much
that's
so I'm
all
gonna
about
do it
weather,
again.
man.
What in the world?
We had good weather for camping.
Yeah.
This turned into like roasting Will Fly tonight.
Yeah. I'm
Or
sorry.
will
How
I-
are we roasting Will Fly?
How long ago did you start your YouTube channel? I'm just curious. Will.
Probably 11 months ago.
Really?
Jeez. Yeah, and he's got over 2,000 subscribers.
No,
But
I
that
know.
should not be any surprise because of all the YouTube videos people I see put out. Yours are among the best, man.
Well, thank you.
It's quality.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not just some people are good at processing videos and putting together clips and doing all the tricks using the different video software. But if you're not good at storytelling, you're not going to make really good videos. So I mean, he's got he's good at both, and
I really enjoy doing it. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of fun, and
It shows.
it goes back to what a fly-in and what the community is all about, and that's the people, And I
I love
mean,
it.
I mean, you got that many on YouTube. So how do I get to your YouTube channel?
willflyppg.com.
cool.
Yeah, go on.
And Ben's another one. Ben
Yeah.
he tells a great story, he puts his stuff together, and my buddy Brian that Will and Brian and the one with the smart car, I told him, I said, dude, your car is on YouTube. He's like, why? Because he's real shy. I go, no, because your eat, sleep, and paramotor sticker on the door.
Yeah.
And he's like, they didn't get me in none of my takeoff flights or landings or whatever. The dude takes off and lands like a boss. He does like 4,000 touch and goes. He's got 800 billion foot drags. And every time, and he does this to me every time. I
So
never
that was
get
your friend, that little
Yeah.
red car.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brian.
that's cool, and I love those stickers, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd put one of those on my car.
He showed up with camping gear and a paramotor inside that little bitty car, which is basically the size of a front seat of another car. It's a little smart car.
If you ever wondered how wide a smart car is, it's the exact diameter left to right of his cage.
Wow.
So his brake lights are on the inside of his paramotor cage. So it's as wide. He puts it on a toy hauler on the back, or not a toy, the tow haul rack on the back of his
Was it?
car.
I thought he broke it down and stuffed it in the back seat.
He might have.
I saw him
But
put
no-
it together. Yeah, it was inside the car.
Okay. Normally he puts it on the tow haul rack on the back and hauls it that way.
You talking about paramotor NC?
No. A friend of mine, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but-
He's the one in Jeff Dean's video where the pilot smacked the ground and rolled, and then had to, after he tumbled a few times, he still had to reach up and hit his kill switch because his motor was still running. But
Speaking of paramotor NC, he just dropped a new video. So
About an hour ago, yeah.
yeah,
Did he?
check that out. Mhm.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
check that out.
he also breaks his paramotor down. He came in his compact car. I think it was a Mercedes, and his was broke down in his trunk. He does it pretty regularly. I've seen him a couple times now, and I think he takes his paramotor in his car everywhere he goes.
He's got that down to a science too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He breaks it
I think
down.
he's pretty quick at it. Yeah, putting it
Uh-huh.
together, no doubt.
I watched him do it.
the
That's
last
awesome.
time I saw Will taking off, he was putting a seatbelt on his new generator in the front seat.
Yeah,
Make
man.
sure he turned on that.
I got it
airbag,
sitting right
too.
here. I cranked that thing up. It's pretty darn cool and quiet.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
super quiet.
Yeah. It doesn't have electric start, but man, you don't need it.
No, dude, my 3500 Predator generator is how many feet from your head in that tent, and you can barely hear it.
Oh yeah.
Unless you need remote start, high tech things like that, electric start, man, I would not get it because that's
Yeah.
just something you've got to maintain a battery on. I mean, most people's generators just sit there. I'll give you a tip on the generator, man. If you're not going to be using it but once a year or so, when you put it up, run all the gas out of the carburetor and then let it sit. Don't put it up with gas in it. Just let it sit for 6 months or a year. You'll be cleaning carburetors.
Even with stabilizer?
Unless you use non-ethanol gas. I had a generator before I had my heart surgery, and I had a full tank of gas, ran it because I just got it. Then got sick, got the heart surgery. 3 years later, I'm like, oh crap, I got a generator out back. One pull, started up.
Yeah, you got lucky. You still need to treat non-ethanol fuel if it's going to be sitting for months. We've been using stable fuel for. We buy nothing but non-ethanol and use stable for long term.
Hey, we got the king of all kings in the chat right now, Dave Wolf from OPN.
Wolf, what's up, Wolf?
Yeah, in Indianapolis.
Oh, kind of drunk. Well, that
sounds like he's having fun.
Yeah. Was he trying to say there was a problem? Oh, Walter's still looking for the password.
I put it in.
I wonder where Walter went.
I put it in there.
Walter, we can't hold your hands. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
He's so far away. We can't hold his hands.
That's a long reach.
And if we did, it's upside down. So
So you put a link to the Zoom, Sean. I don't see the password. Let's see. I'll keep zooming back.
Hey, maybe that's the thumbs down I got tonight was from Walter, because from his point of view, it's thumbs up.
There you go. So every thumbs down that you
down.
see, it's a Walter thing. Okay.
Actually, it didn't ask me for a password this time. I just clicked on the link.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always type in the meeting.
Is that what you're talking about? The password. Okay.
Yeah, you got to do the 886 whatever that number, and then type in the password. Which
Shane has this on his desktop. He just forgets where he puts it. So
no, I have no clue.
This meeting ID and passcode
go.
is Shane's, and it's for every Tuesday until the foreseeable future. Copy it, put it on your computer. And when he jumps on and he says, hey, come on and talk, go, hey, no problem. I already got it.
Sweet. I'll sell it on eBay. So we'll get some stragglers on here from now and then.
You only need 20, man. Wasn't 20?
20
That's right.
Number.
We just need a wig. That's it.
Does
20.
21 thumbs up count? Because I see 21 thumbs up.
Nope, negative. Because there's -1 thumbs down. So
It's still 20. Still 20.
A -1 thumbs down would be a thumbs up, by the way.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's like a double negative, man.
Walter is watching this. He goes, man, only 1 thumbs up.
I guess I'm will be joining us in just a second.
Did you get that thing I was talking about last night, Sean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy. I didn't get off of work until a little after 6, and I came here just in time to open this up for the Shane.
Finally.
There he is.
God.
He made it.
Oh, been waiting for so long, and I'm thinking,
copy it down. Everyone, copy that down. That is a
I already got
Shane's
that
show.
damn password.
it's an official number.
hey, Walter.
I did not thumbs down.
Oh, Walter, thank you for showing up. We're leaving now. See you later.
Yeah.
What up, Shane?
There's
Got
Pete
David Wolf in the
Cray.
house too.
David Wolf.
What's up, boys? How you doing tonight?
Pete
Going on,
Cray.
This is my work. I'm on a work trip.
Yeah, it sounds like you're working on a buzz.
Sean, you're buff. Yeah, I'm working on a buzz. My buddy Scott. What up? Scott and I were gonna go up on a tandem, but it's too rainy and crappy here in Indianapolis. But he's gonna come to Cincinnati and come fly with me soon. Although Scott also said he'll come up to the Central Indiana fly-in August. Yeah, I'm working on a buzz. Yeah, we're
Oh
working
my
on
God.
a buzz. What is that buzz? The buzz five. What's that wing called? The buzz.
I didn't drink it. I mean, I just want
Hey,
Sean Simon, you look good in your buff. Gotta make sure our buffs look good.
Yeah.
Where's Shane? Shane, what? Shane, you got your buff? Go get your buff, Shane.
it's in my truck.
He's
So I
always
don't-
in the buff.
Walter's wearing his buff. Oh wait, no, that's just his bald head. My bad.
I love you, mate.
Yeah.
This is Spanky, my boy Spanky. He brought 6 bottles of moonshine from Tennessee to this trip.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
We had a little moonshine tonight.
You need to email us some so we can enjoy it tonight too. Just email us. a
I'll
whole
email
bunch.
you. This is a great shot.
Oh Lord.
Oh my!
Spin a chair in a
Whoa,
minute.
it's spinning. The whole room is spinning.
Is that where your head's doing, Dave?
Oh man.
Hey, if everyone gives us thumbs up, I'll do a screenshot real quick.
Screenshot.
Screenshot.
Yep. Ready?
Screenshot.
2, 1, cheeseburger.
You gotta do this. You gotta do fishtail.
1, 2, 3, fishtail. Gotcha.
I say bud.
Very nice.
I know.
One more time. One more time.
Oh, one more time, cheeseburger.
Gee.
Wait. You gotta do
Gotcha.
it again. I missed it.
What? Are you serious?
Oh
All right,
my
one more
God,
time.
Linda.
Cheeseburger, one more time.
Oh, we're doing the picture again.
There we go. Cheeseburger, 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Gotcha. All right.
Beautiful.
John, where were you in? Hold on, John Wayne. This is
John didn't have
John
a
Wayne. This is my
slide.
buddy Spanky.
You want a fishtail?
No.
Yeah.
So John, where's John Wayne here? John Wayne's a vet, 20-year vet right there.
What's up, John Wayne?
So his real name's Brent, but we call him Spanky. And what were you? Where'd you serve?
In the Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. How many years?
Ooh,
God
Rob.
bless you.
8 years. 8 years in the Marine Corps. I was wearing my resurgence buff earlier. I was explaining to him what resurgence PPG was all about, and he said, "Thank you." I said, "Oh no, we got to thank you."
That's right. Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
God
There you
bless
go.
the truth. Thank you. Thank
There you
you.
go.
When
Linda
were
says,
you?
"Thank you,
Thank you.
Spanky."
When were you in the Corps?
He says, "Hold on." He says, Sean was asking, "When were you in the Corps?" Where's Sean here? Oh, I gotta get to Sean. There's Sean.
91.
I was in 88 to 92, so I probably saw you.
I saw you at team in South Korea.
I was in Japan at the time.
I was too, but I went to South Korea in 92.
Let me see. Yep. That's him. That's him.
That was a long
All
time
right,
ago. We had a
Griffin
good
did it.
time.
All right, guys, we're gonna have another round. Catch you guys
All
later.
right, guys.
Love y'all.
Say,
Peace out.
See you guys.
Joey
Red.
right?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I know. That's so funny. That's funny. That's
Nobody
awesome.
was pretty active last week. I think they went for like 15 hours.
Oh,
was
stop it.
They flew for 15 hours? That sounds like something.
Nobody was live streaming on this channel for 15 hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
nobody.
gosh.
You ever find out who that one
Sunday
person
morning, the
that's
show is
still
still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian texted me, "You're still live. You know that?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I looked on my phone and I'm like, "Holy crap, I forgot to turn the computer off."
You just got to remember to
I have two cameras
The
running.
title of your show is Drunk and Hanging Out. You can expect stuff like that to happen.
yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
sucky part about it is I didn't realize that nobody was here until like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you're still there talking.
And I was still there talking.
Eric's like, "I'm talking, but no one's talking back. I'll just keep talking. I've got the floor."
Nobody ever listens to me, damn it.
Right?
That was his 1.5 beers he had.
Oh, this looks like a little hotel room. What's going on? Jade's drinking.
Diet Pepsi.
You guys are just disappointments. I know you gotta get up and drive in the morning. What
Yep.
time you guys getting up in the morning?
Probably 3.
Probably 3.
We don't sleep.
Sound like me. I'm always up.
So what do you do then?
I've only got up at 3 a.m. for two things in my life: hunting and flying.
Yeah, man.
I used to get up at 3 to go to the bathroom, then go back to bed.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
me.
right. If I didn't have to pee, I don't think I'd ever wake up. What it feels
Eric
like.
gets up and drinks a pot of coffee and then goes back.
on the hour.
Eric drinks a pot of coffee in the morning.
Then goes back to bed if he's up at 3.
When I went sugar free, I don't have to pee at night anymore. So I don't know if that's
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be 1 or 2 times getting up to pee at night. Then I went sugar free, and it started to just go 1 time a night. And then after a month of without sugar, I sleep through the night. I don't know if
Do you
it's.
think you drink any less fluids during that time frame, or?
I have no idea, but since I've gone sugar free, I don't get up to pee no more. I don't know.
Hey, I was thinking about you the other day. How is your diet doing?
Oh, I am actually doing really, really well, and I'm working out, so I'm actually getting some grandpa guns. Ooh,
Wow.
got some grandpa guns.
Nice.
Ooh.
They're on
And
top, not on the bottom.
what's that?
I said they're on top, not on the bottom.
Yeah, from your point of view,
Yeah.
because you're down under. I got you. Hey, wait a minute. What are you looking at down under? Come on. Hey, don't look. But yeah, it's.
That's why I like the girls with short skirts.
But
Boom, boom.
yeah,
Sorry,
so
Linda.
Walter.
How you doing?
Good. Love you, honey.
Have your mum and dad kicked you out yet?
No, they love me.
aw.
They would never do that.
They have
Thank you.
changed her name though to Freeloaf.
You know what? It's like, that would be too bad. I mean, all these years, I'm like, man, so this is what it's like. Hey, yeah. No, honestly, I'm blessed. My parents are just like a godsend to me right now, and I couldn't be any happier. It's like, it's a journey right now.
Right.
For sure. When you're away from your parents for how many years? And then, it's different when you're on vacation and then you come back home to hang out with them or whatever, to live there for a while. Yeah, it's different, but I'm telling you what, I learned a lot about them. I learned a lot about myself, and it's all good. Yeah. It's good.
There is no shame in it, Linda. Embrace every day you have to spend with your family. And I'm
Thank
so
you,
grateful
Brian.
I made the decision I did to, retire early and spend my time with my family. Those years when they get older, they're in their 70s and 80s and starting to need help around the house, man. It's good to be there. I'm lucky to be able to spend time with them like I do. You are too.
Yes. I mean, I always look at it like I'm just like blessed, Brian. My parents are in their 90s now, and my dad can't walk anymore. So, and he's losing, you just see things, and he's losing feelings in his hands and stuff, but he does what he loves to do. He loves to cook. He gets there in the kitchen and scares the crap out of me sometimes, but I get there and like, Dad, let me help you flip the hamburger. And it's kind of like, oh, it's okay, I got it, kind of thing. And I'm like, and then they have a German Shepherd who is their guardian, and so she barks at me. I have my little place upstairs and she barks at me, but it's just like, okay, who are you kind of thing, because she's there to protect Mom and Dad. So we have that understanding. And yeah, it's all good. I just I'm very blessed. I am. And like you said, Brian, it's like Mom and Dad, my mom does a lot, 95 years old. Okay. and she jumps in that little minivan and we go shopping. And her driving scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
But she gets it done. And I just like, okay, Mom, let's do this kind of thing. So
Whatever they love to do, whether you like it or not, just do your best to help them do it.
Yeah.
As long as possible.
Yeah. And
My dad still likes to get on the tractor and farm the front fields and do stuff. And
yeah. Yeah. And the most important thing is, last thing is communication. I learned you got to communicate, some things or whatever, and say, well, this happened the other night, but and then once, like I'll talk to my dad and say, hey, this and that, because my mom and dad are all about the meals every night, and so we have to communicate on the meals. And so anyway, it's all good. Yes, Shani?
It is after 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And
and you got to work tomorrow, so.
Well, I got to go talk to the wife and see what's going on. And
Shane, quick question for you.
Yes.
I'm going to do this filming on the weekend. What, I heard you recording 4K. Is that necessary or not?
No. I do that on the on my generic GoPro. I film in 4K, but I just videotape from my phone and then upload it, whatever the setting is for the phone.
And do you need to be, what's the word? Do you have to be close up on everything, or just,
I try not to film too much outside of the food. Not saying up close, but make sure that center of your picture is your food.
And do you have to put a recipe after?
I usually just put my recipe in the video because I hate doing all the typing and I pick with the keyboard, so I'm not I'm doing a video, I just kind of drop in half cup of this or whatever you're doing, I just put in the video. So a lot of people spend the time and put in all their ingredients and stuff. It's unless my wife is willing to do it, I'm not. I'm
gonna put the ingredients aside so you can see it all and so on and everything that goes into it. But it is a long process. How long should I make the video? Like,
well, you got to add on all your information.
Yeah, if everything's in there, it's going to be quite a long video. Should I make it like a 2-part thing, so they're only short?
How long do you think the video would be?
Look, I don't know. The last time we did it, we took 14 hours, two guys, 7 hours to do what we're going to do on the weekend. So the idea is just to show little snippets of every little bit to the, cutting of the olive, the way that it has to be swirled, cut, etc., and then just show the basics, and everyone else can work it out. At the end, I show it all in different stages, so you should see the whole process. But I'm going to have to cut. I'll have to cut the camera when I'm, 5 minutes of doing, or a couple of minutes of doing the olives, and that's it.
Well,
turn it off.
My number one video that has over 16,000 views is only 3 minutes and 45 seconds long. So, I mean, you want to pack in as much information as soon as possible, because people don't watch from start to finish.
No.
You can just ask Linda.
Even if they come, look, even if they come back to it, Shane, and watch the rest of it later, perhaps. But I'd like it not too long, otherwise it can get a bit boring or whatever.
Right.
Hopefully not. Keep the excitement in there, chuck in a bit of this and that, a bit of laughter in there somewhere, hopefully. I got to try. That's it. It's my first attempt. So I've got a nice little camera, so I'll try it rather than doing it with the phone.
Well, just stick to the facts, stick to the point, and don't try to stretch anything out because before you know it, your video is going to be an hour long and no one's going to watch.
No.
I mean, there's guys that do slow cooking barbecue that lasts 18, 20 hours and it's a 10-minute video.
Yeah. But that's more simple. See, this is a lot of hands-on stuff. So yeah, we'll show what we need to. I think hopefully it'll work out, and then I can get a ranking from you.
So when you say it's hands-on, what is your hands-on?
Well, there's a lot of handwork, a lot of like I said, the cutting of the olives. That's very. You being funny.
What are you wrapping that? What's going around the olive?
Meat. You make a little meatball in your hand and you wrap the olive around it. You see?
So you're saying you have your balls in your hand.
Yes. My meatballs are in
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh my God, you
My
guys.
goodness.
Well, I'm looking forward to the video now for sure.
Yeah, right.
If you keep it 10 minutes or less, I think you'll get a lot more views.
It'll probably be a minute or two.
I got your point. That's what I wanted to know was the length, really, because anything in the 20-minute mark is a lot to watch.
Right. 10 minutes. 10 minutes on a cooking video is usually pretty average.
Yeah.
So do your little intro. I'm Walter. I do everything upside down.
My toilet's
and don't forget to use your WalterPPG.com.
Yes, I will. I'll link the YouTube to that. Is that right? Is that how I do it?
You got to send me your information. So just send me an email to ppggrandpa@gmail.com and let me know where you want me to forward your ppgwalter.com.
Okay, I sort of don't understand.
Yeah, Walter, in your videos, you can just tell people, hey, you can see me at ppgwalter.com. And then they can go type that in. And after you give the information to Sean of what your YouTube channel is, it'll automatically be forwarded to your YouTube channel.
Okay. So, no, thanks, guys. A bit green around that scene. So.
No, man.
Same with the editing. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet because I haven't done it. So I'm going to have to do it and learn next week.
Or you could just upload raw paramotor videos. Sometimes I don't have time to edit, and I just upload an hour raw video, and I get more hits on that than anything else. So
look, if it comes out like that, Sean, I will put it raw because it's simpler, easier for me, but it depends how and what's in it.
So it's always nice. Yeah,
if
you're holding your balls, do raw. Go raw.
Yeah. I'll keep it PG.
Make an interesting thumbnail.
So if you're gonna cook hot dogs, keep it raw dog. You know what I mean? All right, guys.
What were we saying, Bill?
I was going to say, Walter, another option. First of all, you're going to find probably that the hardest part of the whole thing is taking 20 hours of footage and condensing it down into 10 minutes. That's super hard stuff to do. But you can also do the short version and then have a link to the full version, So,
okay.
The choice.
Yeah.
Walter, Will Fly is the guy to talk to.
No.
Connection.
I just know where I struggle.
Walter.
Yeah, I
know. Will Fly. He know that YouTube. He knows all the video. I'm telling you.
He knows how to get a lot of hits. So definitely.
Hey guys, I gotta run. I gotta stop this and I gotta go.
All right, I'm heading out too.
Yep, gotta bail.
Hey, I gotta
bail. You guys.
I will let you guys know tomorrow when I find out something about a daughter.
Prayers.
Yes, please. Text us.
Yeah, man, you have a lot of people thinking and praying for you, brother.
I appreciate it. All right, guys.
Bye, guys.